Hey y'all, Austin here with Outer World Media. Welcome back to another monthly wrap up. I know I'm a little behind. I know we are like 5 days into the month of October, so it's not that far, but I feel like I'm a little behind on schedule. It's just been a crazy, last few weeks have been a little crazy, but you know what? That is life. So let's get into it. Start off with the numbers. I read a total of 1,719 pages for the month, which is down quite a bit from the previous month, but hey, you know what? Who keeps track of the numbers? But let's get into it, guys. What did I read? Well, I read a total of 6 books in the month of September. We're going to start off with the first one, and that was a reread for me, and that was Don't Fear the Reaper. I really enjoy this. Go back, watch watch the review I did. I enjoyed this one on my reread and whatnot. This was the one of the four horror books that I read in the month of September. So September was really, really big on horror books. So read Don't Fear the Reaper. Next, I read, and I'm not going to do these in any particular order. We started the Sackett series read along. I enjoyed the first 2 books. I read Sackett's Land as well as To the Far Blue Mountains. The first 2 books. And what's weird thing is everybody seemed on the wagon train to really, really enjoy Saxland. The Far Blue Mountains was a little bit more split. Not everybody enjoyed it as much as Sackett's Land. Some people had some issues with some stuff in this book, and I get it. I had a couple issues of my own with this book, but I believe all of us are trucking along. Unfortunately, along the way, we have lost the Doctor. Go back, watch my review of To the Far Blue Mountains to find out a little bit more about that. But you know what? We're all enjoying this. We're going to keep going on with this series. I rated this one a 5 star. Rated this a 4. So just keep trucking along is what we're doing here. Next, I read a buddy read actually with Hayden Reed. He picked this out. Really, really enjoyed it, and that was The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. We both have reviews up on our channels. Go watch them. He definitely takes a different approach than me, and that's a good thing with doing these fellowship reads with everybody, especially Hayden Reed. He has such a unique view on stuff that I could look at it one way, and then I see something, a video that he posted, and he may talk about the same thing, and his viewpoint is completely nowhere near what I would have thought of, and I'm like, holy crap, why? How did I not see that? Why did I not think of that? Like, and that's a good thing, doing these fellowship reads. That's why I enjoy doing them. But especially with Hayden Reed, again, he has such unique views on stuff that I really enjoy watching his videos and kind of seeing his perspective. He really has me wanting to reread this because he talks about how he got more out of this on his second read through than his first. And now I'm kind of like, okay, I just finished this, but I need to reread this book at some point so that way I can get a different viewpoint on it and whatnot, go at it from a different lens, because with that I did go from the movie aspect, and he came from the literary aspect and whatnot, and a little bit of the spiritual aspect, and I really, again, I enjoyed his video. Go watch it. Next is one that's probably gonna give me some creeps for probably the rest of my life, and that is American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. um yeah I really think I've said enough on this book. I don't have anything else to add except for the fact that it's still, some of those scenes that I think about still creep me out, and kind of get me to cringe a little bit. So Mr. Ellis did a great job in intending to do what he set out to do. I'll leave it at that. Next is one, and it's the last book for the month, and that is Rosemary's Baby. Rosemary's Baby. I think I've said enough on this one as well. Again, very, very creepy book. Go watch. Go watch. See, that was a good thing I think with reading these kind of back to back. This one had the gore physical element to it, whereas this had the spiritual, supernatural uneasiness feeling, and they both set out to do exactly what they were wanting to do. I feel like what the author was wanting to do, or each author, I should say. So if you're looking for books to creep you the hell out, these are the two for you. Um, but again, now it is time for the book of the month, and it's probably not gonna be a surprise, and that is Louis L'Amour's Sackett Land. This was honestly, I want to say this was the perfect book. I really do. This was such a great book. I absolutely loved it. I enjoyed it. I really see myself going back, even if I don't reread the series, which I don't see that not happening because I plan on rereading all my Louis L'Amour books at some point in time. This is one I could honestly see myself reading four, five, 6 times and never getting bored with it again. I really, really enjoyed the hell out of this book. There were so many different aspects and genres thrown into this book that I really enjoyed it. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it. That is the monthly wrap up for the month of September. Again, thank you guys for stopping by and watching this. I hope y'all are enjoying what you're reading. Hope y'all had a good September and read quite a bit. At least read some good books, if you will. Y'all have a good one.